Yesterday, I had one of the cutest moments that sparked my reason why I made this podcast that says, don't destroy the trust. So, in the gym, Mr. J and Miss Roro's little girl, she came to me and she said, Coach Sesh, Olivia, and I think that was the girl's name. I might be missing it. She says, Olivia needs a hug. And I said, huh? Why? And she said, because she's sad because she couldn't go outside with her older sister. So she needs a hug to feel better. So she came to me. And it's in that moment when I realized that they feel like that I'm someone that they can trust, that they can come to and say these things. And so I went over and I said, hey, you mind if I give you a hug? She shook her head. She had the sad face. And I gave her a hug, and then her mom was on the floor, and I pointed and I said, is that your mom right there? It was like one of the cutest moments. And so the moms came to the edge of the mat, and I said, hey, I'd be willing to go outside with the kids, stay for a little while. And that's something I've done in the past, especially because when I got to the gym, Fondo's basically one of the few fighters that I am working with. I like Evan. I like Shiesty. Shiesty wasn't there. Evan was already in a training session, and he's still somewhat injured. He's healing fast. He's healing super fast, but I don't want to push it. And I don't have anything for Fondo right now. So I'm like, you know what? I'm here. And I don't mind hanging out with the kiddos. As soon as I got to the gym, Coach Denver's daughter, she was letting me know about her volleyball. Talking to Evie, she's going to be a genius. She's really intelligent, smart. And of course, Sahana's my baby. She's just adventurous. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out with the kiddos, kind of be that guardian. And it made me reflect, like when you're playing that role of the guardian, no matter what, you can't betray the trust of the kiddos. You cannot betray the trust of the kiddos. And it got me thinking about trust, period. Trust in any formation. Asking yourself, are you really a true guardian of your trust that people have put into you? There's a certain level of trust that goes with me being the coach or one of the coaches. And even though I don't really train these kiddos, they still look at me in a different way. So I cannot betray that trust in any form of fashion.